And welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, and MBs, for week one of Valpo's Varsity Overwatch against Green Bay. I'm your host, Kembe. I'm here with my co-host.
Henry Speedy Killer Ninja.
And I mean, we're immediately going to be hopping into this game here. Like we were talking about pre-match here, got some pretty high expectations for this match, right? Both teams really, really solid here, right? We've been looking at a ton of promising play, especially from our last semester, from our Overwatch team here, from our varsity team. Couple of patches, couple of drops, obviously. Mauga now back in the game here. Did get hit pretty decently this last nerf, so I don't think we'll really be seeing him. Orisa got a couple of nice buffs. We got some really good action going on, being honest, and I'm very excited to hop into this game here. As we just take a look, I mean, obviously we're going on to Nepal here and just hopping around. Pretty basic comps from both sides, right? Obviously going to rush with Atlas's Symmetra here and get the quick swap, but we see Ray J on the Roadhog as well as the first pick. Not sure if that's going to change pre-match, but know that Roadhog got a, I say this in quotations, a rework where they gave him one ability, but
That Junkrat trap.
yep, pretty much. But we're gonna immediately rush up this top side, and it looks like they're gonna keep it. So I'm excited to see how this is gonna go in. Fusic takes an aggressive spot up here up front. Now you're gonna have Low Flash trying to walk onto the point here. Atlas gonna also clear to this side. You have a lot of high ground to play here on Nepal here. Gotta just be able to work it. Still trying to zone out a little bit. It looks like Green Bay will have first take onto the subjective here. Beauty playing with this Mei. We've seen the Reaper, we've seen the Mei combo go over really well for Valpo in the past, so I'm excited to see. This will be Green Bay first take on here. There's the pop in. Looks like Valpo's going to look to make a move, but Churro goes down first. Low Flaps in the background. Beauty takes off one. Beauty and Atlas still working on their backline there, trying to get something, but Atlas goes down there. Beauty's going to be forced to back up a little bit on this Mei. Does get a chip off there, going to force the Wraith out of Rogue. There's the shield, baits the hook out there as well. Low Flap still in there, but does get headshot. Going to trade one for one, but that's going to be another one there. Going to just drop. And now, I mean, we're just waiting on point.
Able to avoid the hook, puts the wall up to try and wall him in, but limit testing doesn't go well and ends up dying. So W Green Bay with 30% here has a pretty strong hold on the subjective.
Ooh. I mean, that's the danger of Roadhog and Reaper right there. You get one pull and there's no way you're surviving out of that. Churro gets hit there, and that's going to delay Valpo's push a little bit longer. Get a little bit more percentage for Green Bay on this point.
Yeah, Roadhog is a character I don't think we've seen pretty much at all the first semester, so excited to see it here. Roadhog was like the one character that I played in Overwatch, so excited to watch the gameplay here.
Yep.
Working out really well so far for Green Bay.
And here's a huge ult as well. Walking in, Atlas is going to look to follow up, picks up one. Low Flash picks up the second there, looking for the third on Moira in the back line there. Almost getting here, going to force the Wraith out. Fusic picks up the fourth, and that's a clean team wipe.
Huge team kill there for Valpo. Pick up some momentum there, get back in this match game one. Got some ults coming up for Valpo still, Beauty and Atlas. And then on UW Green Bay's side, they also have 3 ultimates with Rogue coming on with his as well pretty soon.
And Fusic just stepping up in this front line, chunking out a ton before this fight as well. You see baiting the Roadhog hook a little bit. Playing footsies around the corner, honestly. But, you know, we like to see it. But, yeah, you're talking about it.
Beauty on the Mei looking for a flank ult here with the Reaper ult as well, as we talked about that.
Just going to toss it immediately with the Atlas ult in the background. Going to pick up 2. Going to look for a third. Beauty's finishing it off. Fusic gets the 4th, and that's going to be a 5th. And that's a quick team wipe, yeah.
I saw that one coming.
Yeah, no. You actually predicted it like 5 seconds before it happened. That flank ult was insane.
Yeah, great play by Beauty and Atlas there. Just the synergy between those two characters and ultimates. Yeah, so UW Green Bay gonna have the ult advantage here, as we do get a switch to Junkrat from Tom Lee. But evening up the percentage here, and Valpo gonna try and keep holding this defense.
Yeah, no, I mean, we have Low Flaps on point here. They're going to push it again. I mean, now Green Bay has a little bit more safety, knowing that they don't have the ults. There's the pull as well. Going to get powered up, trying to survive, but not going to be able to survive. Atlas trying to work from the side here. The anti on road doing a lot of work, but not going to be able to do enough. Vampity still playing this corner. Fusic going really low here, looking for someone to jump to. Gonna hit that headshot as well. Going for the Reaper 1v1, trying to get something. Gonna hop right back out to safety, but it's not gonna be enough. Gonna get picked. There goes down the 2 DPS.
With this Roadhog, I feel like Valpo has to be a little bit more cognizant of their positioning because Little Flaps there got picked out really early in that fight and got caught out of position. Just from that hook, it kind of got 1v5. So Valpo gonna have to touch point here, getting to 95.
Yeah. And the toughest part, though, is, I mean, this team that Green Bay has is such a shred-heavy team that, as you saw, Lil Flaps tried to walk on point there. Not going to be able to get it. Green Bay with the quick retake and quick finish for map 1.
Yeah, hopefully Valpo can settle in here. Like you alluded to earlier in the broadcast, high expectations for his team. So we were the 1 seed heading into NECC playoffs last year, and also so far undefeated in the Great Lakes Esports Conference. So this Varsity Valpo team has, you know, really looking to have a strong season, and you know, we got to start off week 1 against a strong Green Bay team, team that also did really well in the fall semester. Not sure how they ended up placing in the playoffs, but I was told that rank-wise, how they performed last year, strong team. So this is a big matchup in week 1.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're starting off strong, you know, strike when the iron's hot, and I mean, I think Nepal is honestly a great map to start this off. It's one of my favorite maps personally to watch in Overwatch because it just, the diversity of the points allows for these kind of picks that we're seeing. Obviously, swapping up a little bit. Reaper is kind of just like a necessary part to a lot of teams, but we have Famputi on the Sojourn here. Sojourn getting a little bit of a buff here. That passive not going to go down lower than 25 now, but it looks like Green Bay will take the first point here. Low Flaps going down low, going to shield up here, try to push him back, and now Green Bay stuck in this choke point. This is really good for them. Sojourn E coming out, going to be able to hit, blocking off this Roadhog as well, going to get cleansed there, looking for a couple of shots. The steel trap's going down. Reaper taking a lot of damage. Atlas still putting in a ton of DPS, and Green Bay's just in a really weird spot here. But I mean, as close as it is to taking damage, there's a lot of healing, but it's not going to be enough. Junkrat goes down for the first kill of the map, and now Orisa's getting a little bit cocky here, going to push up, and there's a huge spear as well hitting the background. Going to take 2. Ray is going to trade 1 for that though. Roadhog's going to have to go up and force something. Not going to be enough. Another spear there finishes it off. A double kill for Lil Flaps, and a really, really great point taking there.
Lil Flaps on this Orisa is looking a lot better than the first map here. Looking like he's getting a lot of value off that Orisa. Also able to push him off with that shift ability, you know. Gotta watch out for Roadhog hooks, pull him off the map, and Orisa bumping him off the map here on point.
Yeah, we have a lot of displacement. I mean, we just talked about getting pulled, and Famputi does get hit with the hook there. And that's going to be a quick 4v5 now for the rest of this. But here comes the ult coming in from Lil Flaps. Not going to be able to connect with anything. They do split out of the way. They're just going to jump. Fusic just trying to get out of the way with Churro. Moira ult still going down here. Gets the cleanse off, gets another headshot. Looking for something. Gonna jump out though. Really clean way to get away. And now Valpo's gonna be able to recover, and a nice pick as well. Famputi does get hit again though. Gotta give credit to Ray J. not the real life Ray J, but the player Ray J here. Doing a great job with these pulls here, really being an extreme threat, but I mean, we're just gonna enter it back. Atlas hitting the back line with a quick ult, finished off with Lil Flaps pushing, Lil Flaps and Churro both bumping Roadhog off that map there. Gonna be a really quick retake there for Valpo.
Yeah, I feel like if Valpo can avoid getting picked by this Roadhog, Ray J is doing a great job in map 1 and map 2.
Yep.
Getting these hooks, landing these hooks, they're so instrumental because then you just have 4v5 and the team fight's pretty easy.
Yep. And we have the ult out from both supports on both teams here, looking for something. Atlas picks up 1, gonna look for the Wraith, gonna look for 2 here, just the Kitsune. So much damage being outputted right here in this choke. Gonna have to walk back there. Lil Flaps pushing back. Ray J does pick off Churro though. That is gonna be 1 support down for the side of Valpo. Valpo's gonna be fighting with the disadvantage though. Walking up, here comes the ult from Junkrat as well, trying to shred something, only 30 health left, not gonna be able to catch it. The invulnerability saving from the ult there. Another shot, Fusic just going to town with Atlas on this point here, looking for something to jump off this wall. Another Wraith mode, jumping up, trying to hit this backline, not gonna be enough. Still have Fusic, still have Churro on the point here, looking for the bump. Churro gets 1, another invulnerability. Famputi's back on the map as well, and they're gonna hold this again. Although Green Bay did take it, they're now really staggered here. If they can pick Reaper off, it's gonna be put them in a really good spot for finishing this map out. Diva with the swap for Ray J, but gonna get pushed off point, gonna fly right back up here, getting shredded off though, and Atlas finishing it off with the ult just to secure that kill. Genji jumping onto point. I mean, this is an overtime brawl here that they're just staggering onto, but it's not going to be enough. There's the overtime. I don't think Green Bay can get back here. There's the Wraith mode, but it's not going to be enough. Valpo is going to take map 2, and this is, I mean, this is what we were looking for. This is exactly that energy that we're taking. Free kill.
What a hectic map there.
Yeah, man.
Valpo doing a great job in all the chaos, able to figure it out, pushing like a ton of people off the map.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what you want to look for, right? When you get to that 90% point, is that you get those picks, you're able to out-sustain, you know, just a quick team wipe, which means that you can just stagger teams over and over and over again. You saw Green Bay was just stuck in a really bad spot. And no, I mean, now you're seeing both teams go with the Symmetra rollout. Makes sense. This is one of the best maps to do it. You can toss it over top, skip a ton of walking. But now, yep, there's the toss-up. We're going to see who Vampewdy swaps to. And going for the Sojourn gets a little bit of range, yeah. You're going to see there's the TP with Atlas already taken onto this point here. A little bit of a slower rollout from Green Bay here. They're going to be a little bit more cohesive, but we'll see if that matters.
Ray J, kind of a top performer from Green Bay, sticking on this Diva here from the end of game 2. So excited to see how that's going to play out. Not really sure. Maybe Roadhog doesn't do as well on this map, but kind of curious to see how this pick works out for him.
And there's one that goes down. Lowflaps being able to trade 1-for-1. DPS for DPS, now shredding to the side as well. Orisa, I mean, just speaking about the pick a little bit here while we're fighting over this point, her damage fall off just got removed from her weapon. So she can just shred at range now. There's no penalty for the range that she shoots at, which is really nice, if I'm understanding the patch correctly. So if I'm wrong, obviously correct me, but no, we're looking here. Just a couple of shots going. He's pushing back on point. Now trying to look for something. Gets the shot off. There's the Diva ult trying to save something around this area. Not going to be able to get much, though. There's a headshot now. Nice clean shot from Fusic there. Not going for the side. There's the ult as well coming in. Atlas with the ult, shredding back, getting invulnerable as well. Taking out the mech, taking out the Kitsune, taking out 3 there, dropping a triple kill on that team. I mean, that's really what you want to look for here. Gonna be exactly kind of the team fights that you're looking for, right? Really nice pick from Fusic in the back, losing one of their DPS, not going to have that kind of damage to really keep up with Valpo. Then you have the combo coming in with the DPS, Atlas's ult being really clutch there, and it's set up really well. And now Green Bay is going to try and force this chokehold. Vampewdy does get bumped back, not going to be able to hit the wall at the time that he wanted to. Gonna walk back a little bit here, but no matter. Still have Lowflaps in this spot here. Does have an ult, but has to survive it. Not gonna be able to survive it though. There's the Kitsune coming in from Green Bay. Now walking up, Atlas looking for a pick there. Vampewdy tosses in the ult, trying to zone off a little bit. Zarya in the back line still. Churro getting around here. Just, I mean, see, playing this middle pillar here, just trying to keep up. Atlas DPSing on this side as well. Gonna walk up, trying to look for something. Almost getting that pick. Going to get it, though. The Wraith mode walking back, trying to just get to Fusic. Fusic healing him back up, and now he's back in this fight, trying to just shred Zarya here. Zarya bubble being extremely strong. Here comes the ult from Lowflaps. Gonna just zone it. A nice spear as well. Atlas finishes off with the second, finishes off with a third, and that is gonna be map 1, game 1.
Able to hang on there.
Yep.
100-0 there in game 3, or well, game 1, map 3.
Yep.
Looking really solid there, picking it up. Maybe some map 1 jitters there. So we get the play of the game here.
Yeah, really warming up. Yeah, Churro coming in with a clutch ult. I'm guessing, yeah, this is on second map here. Coming in with this clutch hold. This is really where Nepal started to stagger, right? Obviously getting the bump off, then being able to just DPS to the side. Really, really nice just support gameplay there from that. And that's really what we're looking for. I mean, really nice map 1. Right, yeah. I love watching Nepal for a reason, and I love how Valpo likes to play Nepal as well. Because although you don't have as much flexibility when it comes to like team comps in this meta specifically, we see a lot more flexible gameplay. I'd say is that Green Bay isn't really forced to push one choke. You saw a lot of these maps, right, trying multiple different chokes, trying to get different sides out, but Valpo doing a really great job of being able to shut down their entrances.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Atlas Fan Beauty little combo with Main Reaper didn't get on the play of the game there. And also, game one, Little Flaps. I really like to switch to Orisa on map 2 and 3 because that map 1, it looked like there was a little bit of a tank diff, but Little Flaps doing a great job in map 2 and 3, and it really showed through for the team.
Hmm.
Tank being an important position, especially in Overwatch 2 when they brought it back down to one tank. So props to Little Flaps there picking it up because Ray J had a lot of impact there
Yeah.
on that
No,
Roadhog.
full credit to Ray J playing that Roadhog. Obviously, coming out map one, best thing you want to do is just hit him with a stunner, right? And that kind of was their stunner there, hitting multiple different hooks on the back line, right? We saw our DPS kind of struggling to be able to position around Ray J there. So, really great job, really great play. But I mean, hey, that's game one, right? Obviously, we will hop back in when we have map two loaded up, and we will catch you guys in a second. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, at MBs for game two, excuse me, map two of our Overwatch Week One, Valpo Varsity versus Green Bay. Valpo taking first game, right? Really clean. We saw obviously a little bit of a rocky start, but being able to take point 2, point 3, really nice. But now we're hopping on to Rialto, and I mean personally, I like this escort map. I've never had success on this map. um,
Beautiful
it's
map.
Yeah, really, really pretty map. I mean, when we're talking about it, uh, obviously going to be able to take this escort a little bit here, but really what I want to focus on is when we take a peek at this top side. This choke right here is one of the stronger chokes for defense to hold. Obviously, you have that little point in there. You have the top side here going on the side. So I really am interested to see how Valpo wants to play this. Obviously, we have a little bit of a setup going. The Genji as well. I'm not familiar with the Genji tech on this map, but I'm really excited for this. And as for player-wise, as we have 10 seconds to hop into this, we are looking at a little bit of a swap up for the players on the side of Valpo, right? Obviously, Fusick, who was support last match, now the DPS playing this Genji here, and we have Anacaster in as well. So I'm excited to see how this rotation is out, especially going onto the support map. We have the Ramatra as well, and Ray J going with the Roadhog first pick as well, looking for picks immediately. Gonna get that rope off there. Looking for something. This Genji's kind of playing this side here. We have the Hanzo as well, Fan Beauty. We've seen this Hanzo before coming from him, and we know it's been extremely electric, so I'm excited to see how it goes. There's the hook in the pull, and Fusick is going to be able to pick up the first kill, picks up the second kill, looking for the reset, looks at the third kill, going to start it off, goes for the fourth, give me the fifth, amen, amen,
Fusick.
That's how we started, that's how you start a map.
Goodness. Play the
Woo!
game. 30
Woo!
seconds into the match.
That's what we like to see. I mean, we swap it up. Go with the pick I was talking about, kind of what we're looking for. You get the first reset off Genji, immediate dash in the air, immediate dash to the back line, going to be able to get those resets. And I mean, just overall clean, and that's that momentum we're looking for. It's a great stop. Valpo going to play it pretty safe here. Another douse in. Low Flap's going to be able to shield, get Fusick right back out of there. Fan Beauty picks up another there, and Valpo's now just playing with the picks that they have. This choke, right, I talked about how strong it is, and Valpo's playing it extremely well, being able to just DPS it, get one pick, and then take their lane up. Notice that they're never playing on the point until they have a fight going, right?
Hanzo out comes out here.
Oh yeah, gonna pick up one as well. Does get hooked though, gonna bounce back. Low Flaps being able to take that shot there. Now, I mean, we're playing this top side. We have support up. Fan Beauty does go down. It's going to be the shot. This might be what they need. There's the ult from Low Flaps as well. Anacaster going to have it. There's the ult from Anacaster as well. Gonna walk up, look for a shot. Trying to get something, they're not going to be able to get it. Low Flaps goes down, although Fusick will trade two there. Gets another one, almost getting his shot out. You do have the blade up, but getting hooked there is going to be really dangerous. Oh, we are under the map. Sorry about that. And no, Anacaster walking up again. Gets the bounce back. Going to try and stay away, but the reflect from Tamale going to finish it off. And now Valpo's, honestly, I think I caster cursed it. My fault. My bad, guys.
So as Valpo regroups a little bit here, really wanted to mention that rotation. We got like 6 or 7 players that we rotate through on Varsity Overwatch here. So Fusick, as influential as a player as he is on support, he's a flex player on this DPS. You know, it's something to see as this season progresses. You know, what rotation is going to be the best for us. Fusick on this Genji so far is definitely entertaining for us in the caster booth, but good to see that a lot of players are getting some playtime here. UW Green Bay getting to that first point, added some time.
Oh, and here comes the power up as well from Fusick. There's one, there's two, looking for three. Gonna get through the heel, gets through the heel. Still got the power up though, gets 4. Gonna look for the 5th, but honestly, that's a Moira. I would just back up. I don't think we win that, but no. Another quadra kill for Fusick, gets the blade. Hey,
I know he's a good support player, but I can't imagine him being better at support than what he's doing right now.
Yep. After seeing the first play, you give him the nano blade. You feed him until this match is over. Just let him play this one out. But now there's another dash. I mean, he's playing the back line there. We have Low Flaps back in the front here. Gets a nice spear, gonna get the stun off there. The anti doing a lot of chip damage. Roadhog is gonna heal it up though. Still walking back to this front a little bit. Gonna get dashed in. Look for something. Fampu does hit the ult. Gonna be able to clear off point. Look for something in the back line there. Not gonna be able to hit anything. Look for a sonar arrow, maybe. Just gonna take this back. Fusick gets 1. Low Flaps combined will take off 2. I mean, wow. There's the dashing from Genji. Genji's looking to trade it though. Gonna have to back up. There's the reflect as well.
It looks like Valpo's been positioned a little bit better with this against this Roadhog, staying out of range or staying in corners and stuff. We've seen Fusick on flank a couple times as well, but the Roadhog has not been as impactful as it was in the first match.
Yep. No, I mean now, obviously you had a couple of picks. Famputy 8 health right now. Waiting for healing for a second. There we go. There's the healing coming in. Just the my face one.
It's like, hey, I'm here. Yeah, I'm ready.
He gave him the 1,000-yard stare from on top. But no, I mean now holding this river here, looking for a little bit of a rope. Not gonna get something there. There's the Moira ult coming out, but here comes Fusick, another nano blade, gonna dash in, gets 2, look for 3, gets 3, looking for the reflect, gets 4! That's 3! That's 3 this game! Who is he? Who is he? I mean, this is disgusting. This is disgusting. I don't know. Somebody get their autograph after this game. Somebody get their autograph.
Single-handedly just taking over this game.
Yeah, I mean, it's great setups from the side of Valpo, but it's like they can't stop his Genji right now. They had to switch to Mei there. They had to switch to Mei to swap it. And there's the ult coming out as well. Orisa trying to get the shield before it happens. Will get Roadhog ulted off though, and I cast a cursed it again. I gotta just like chill out before we lose point there. Although Green Bay did blow a ton of ult economy there. You still have Orisa ult up a little bit.
I think they'll have time to reset here before they get to the next checkpoint.
Yep.
So have another defense here with 40 seconds left.
Oh, but Fusick gets picked again by Mei just through that slight corner right there. And now, I mean, Valpo's going to be pushed back a little bit. The nice thing was you're working with a lot of distance, but that distance is going to be really cut short here. Couple of shots, Famputy looking for a pick over the wall. Not going to be able to hit that trade, but Mei got up there somehow. Now going to be forced to back up before the freeze pops off. Fusick and Low Flap still playing their front line. Roadhog looking around the side. Green Bay trying to play this angle here. Look for a pick. Low Flaps is on objective there. Going to pull the ult. Does get the pullback. Gets a ton of damage. Looking for the spear. Not going to be able to hit it. Going back to this point. Going to shred it off a little bit here. Another reflect coming out. Famputy working on this back line. There's the shot as well. Anacaster and Churro almost getting that. Bounces back up, trying to get in the space with Low Flaps. Low Flaps get boosted there. Not going to walk up front. You got the spear going. You got the shredding going. Just get that damage output going extremely low. Damage just keeping it up. Fusick reflected, but not going to be able to get anything. Another hot shot.
Able to reach the point.
Yep.
Big fight by UW Green Bay there in overtime. Really big for them. You know, not a whole lot of time on the clock here, but doing a great job, able to keep progressing this push.
And Fan Beauty getting the switch to the Mei as well. Just gonna go body for body, like walk up at them and just yeah, you just gotta walk up at them and out DPS them, right? Obviously you get the Mei, get a lot more close quarters engage. And now walking up on this corner here, this is kind of Valpo's last stand. It becomes a little bit rough after you pass these pillars here. You got a lot of ults coming up though. Low Flaps' ult is back again. Fusick does pick down, but that is a 5-man ult! Gets 2 of them as well. Although, that is a really nice trade for Green Bay. Valpo is still not out of the water here. Fan Beauty gets pushed back. The rest of the team still stuck on the point. Now it's just the supports back up. Churro in a bad spot, does hit a nice sleep though, gets walled off by the Mei. Still playing around this hook, tries to heal it through, almost gets through it there. They just jump to the side. Fusick, 99 on the ult, 100 on the ult. Gonna have to just pull it out now. Gonna get the slice back, looking for the back line, hits the back line. Gonna hit something there, gets another one, still has one up there. Green Bay staggering it pretty well there. Little Flaps clears it. Here's Roadhog. Roadhog is one, gets one. Now you get backed up, and I think
5 seconds left here.
Yep, 5 seconds. Gonna try and push him off point.
They're not gonna get back.
Gonna walk up. They can't. All right. Yes, stop them with 3 meters. 3 meters. Wow. I mean,
they had their foot on the line. Like, it was so close.
I think honestly, you heard me screaming enough to understand how I felt about a couple of those team fights.
I can't believe that fight at the pillars, like at that first choke point at the end, they didn't win after that Orisa ult. I was looking at the kill feed. I'm like, wait, they're losing this fight?
You got to give credit to the Mei on the side of Green Bay.
Yeah, for sure.
Immediately as that Orisa ult went out, Mei walled off the rest of Valpo. It became extremely rough to fight that point. But still, really, really nice engage from Little Flaps. Obviously, we got to take the positives here.
Yeah, it looked really good.
Yep. But no, I mean, now we're going to see Valpo pick up the Malga. Oh, no.
On the
Okay, I'll take it.
On Low Flaps, the Roadhog for himself here.
Yep, yeah. No, and like you said, picking up the Widow. I like it. I think Widow is great on this first point, honestly. It's really, really great for picking off, because you saw Valpo last point.
How far back they were playing with so much range, yeah.
Yep, exactly. Playing so far back, and not only that, but also Genji was just being such a pest on the right side, right? Obviously, the rest of the team's holding the actual objective, but being able to just cover those kind of flanks, you're going to see the damage boost as well. Fan Beauty not going to peek it initially, just in case there is somebody scoped in, going to try and force him to look off a little bit. And here's the shot coming in. Looking for something. There's the Zarya bubble. Looking for the headshot. Not going to be able to find anything there. Still going to walk around the side. I'm just going to keep the cam here a little bit.
Absolutely.
At least for the first couple of shots until we get onto this point here. But now, I mean, walking up, there's a couple of shots there. It looks like Fusick's still playing this front line, though. Look for something. There's the Mei wall off. You have to be careful. Low Flaps in a little bit of a rough situation now. Mei wall drops. Still going to look for shots, though. Fan Beauty in a really good spot. Now looking on the side. There's Mei going down. Reaper TP's up top as well. Fusick is going to walk up to try and cover that. Gets the dash in as well. Playing pretty aggressive here. And nice reflect. Going to stay up. Great healing from Anacaster there on the Mercy as well. Now another hook. Not going to be able to land, though. A great anti is going to push him back. And they're just kind of returning it, but Fusick isn't going to be able to get the reflect off in time. Fan Beauty picks up one, though. Be able to trade, looking for something. Tries to get the shot off the wall. Dodging a little bit here, making sure they can't get finished off. The healing is just going to be too much for Mei to be able to finish it off, and they're just going to push off this point. Fan Beauty dashing back up, really aggressive here. Knowing that you have that Mercy, you can definitely play a step up here. There's Fusick, and there's a shot from Fan Beauty, and that's going to clear him to the back line. Valpo now has the strength that they need to push this. Anacaster just flying through with this ult as well. There's the ult, but this is nice. I mean, you have the Mercy to try and counteract this, trying to keep the healing up. Gonna get the res on Little Flaps here. Maybe does get it. Still pushing back, although Churro does fall down. Little Flaps walking up here. There's the ult. Low Flaps getting caught in it, but does have Roadhog ult. Gonna see if he wants to pull it. Probably not gonna pull it here. And Valpo's is gonna get a little bit crushed, but you have to pay attention. Fusick was just sitting on point that whole time. I know. I'm keeping the camera on the action here, but Fusick was kind of just chilling there. Does get the point moved a little bit, and a quick pick as well, dashing back.
Beauty gets a headshot. Meanwhile, but also does get picked off here.
Yeah. No, Beauty looking to just stagger this Green Bay team even further. Playing super aggressive there. You do have the Blade and you do have the Nano up for this next team fight. Obviously, you don't want to pull it right now. Never mind, you want to pull it right now. There's the shot. There's another one. Looking for the dash. There's the dash. Gonna look for 3. There's a 3. And I mean, they just line up and they just fall. Fusick with another triple. Looking for the reflect. Churro's gonna finish up the back line there. And I mean, man, that's what we like to see. I don't think Green Bay has really had an answer to Fusick's Nano Blade so far, right? I mean, Churro, we know Churro's an insane Ana player, right? Obviously, one of his great picks, and just pairing that with an extremely good gameplay here. Gonna look for the reflect. There's the reflect and the quick dash and dash back. I mean, just catching Reaper out of position there. Beauty does switch to a little bit more of a mobile sniper, right? You still need that range coming out of him, especially if you're running that Genji. But you have the Hanzo now. You have the repositioning that you need, and I think it's a nice switch up, especially for this point 2.3. Low Flap's hitting a nice hook there on the Zarya.
Yeah, Beauty very familiar with that Hanzo. Plays it nearly every game I watch him play.
Here's a huge ult.
There's been so many times this game where the supports, I don't know if our supports are popping off, but the healing has been crazy. Like, we've had people who appear to be out of position, but they're just not because our supports are healing them up.
Yep, our supports are playing extremely well this game, and it's enabling the rest of the team to make those like star-studded plays we're checking out. But no, there's the wall. Obviously, other team swapped a couple of their supports here. But now, I mean, it was kind of weird. You had the Lifeweaver ult come out from Anacaster. Show up a little bit. There's the dash up as well. Low Flap's just taking so much damage there. Getting pulled back from Anacaster, saving him a little bit, but it's not going to be enough. The rest of the team goes down there. Anacaster goes down. Beauty's left in the back line. All that's left is Fusick. But Fusick is sitting on ult in the background again.
How is this
I don't know. It's like, okay, they answered the damage.
Hold up again too.
Yep, yeah. Churro, 80% as well. I mean, we're looking at almost another Nano Blade coming up here. And if you're Green Bay, you have to be watching it, right? Like, you have to be careful for this Nano Blade playing. But now, I mean, you're walking up, still trying to just trade off a little bit. Beauty's gonna take this top side, looking for a little bit of ult charge. Gets the 50%. You're gonna just play the pressure game, try to force them off this top. Yep, and there's a lot of damage coming out. Low Flap still hitting on the side, still doing a ton here. Trying to get this shot. Beauty, getting that 1v1 duel at the top side. Going to be able to push it back with the helping healing. And here comes Fusick as well. There's the Nano Blade again. There's the dash in. There's 2 looking up. I mean, is there anything new at this point? You get the Nano Blade. We're getting a multi-kill coming out. And the rest of the team looks like they're going to follow up on this as well. That's going to be almost a team kill with 1 respawn back on Green Bay, keeping it alive.
Yeah, that was the worst Nano Blade I think we've had. And it's still just auto wins the fight. It's crazy.
The worst Nano Blade?
Every single time it's up.
Yeah. The worst Nano Blade. It was a double kill, and the rest of the team wiped the kill. It was like... and there's a really nice tree as well playing for this team. Anacaster gets the ult up, being able to dodge this Mei on the side. We have to be careful. Low Flaps is around the corner, but here comes the ult from Beauty as well. Gets off 1, gonna do a lot of damage there. Gonna be able to shred. Low Flaps takes the 2nd there. Now gonna jump into the side. Fusick takes 2, Fusick takes 3, looking for the 4th. There's the shot from Low Flaps, and that's gonna be another team kill. Right off objective as well.
A little faster pace than Green Bay here. Got 2 minutes left here to get to the final point.
It looks like you will be down about 1 ult, right? You know, when all's said and done after this next fight. So you have to be careful. You are facing a disadvantage. Beauty playing this side a little bit, trying to get a sneak attack. Does chip the Zarya to health though. Gonna force him to back up a tiny bit. And now here comes the ult from Zarya, and a huge ult, but a great wall off. Yep, there's the counter ult as well. Beauty goes down. Really nice play by Rogue there, being able to counter engage. And now Low Flap's just shielding up, playing this front line really well, but taking so much damage. Gonna be a little bit rough. Fusick getting shredded up, getting chopped up, gonna be able to fall back here. All that's left is Anacaster. Anacaster hiding in this corner here. Beauty just trying to stay alive. Will get shot by Churro though. It's not gonna be worth for Green Bay to chase it though.
Yeah, they will get one more Fusick Churro ultimate combo again though.
Yep.
Minute left, Churro at 75. Fusick just waiting with ult already.
You have to be careful though. you are looking at a lot more ults on the side of Green Bay here. So now you just need to play this fight a tiny bit slow. Let your team equalize these ult charges, and I think Valpo just has a really strong team fight. They've been feeling this momentum. Yep, and there's a couple of shots. Vampewdy playing this top side as well. Gonna be 70% on the ult.
He's gonna have to do it one more time.
Oh, but low flaps does go down though. That's gonna delay Valpo a little bit here. Churro getting pulled back. Really nice pull from Anacaster there. Vampewdy getting stuck in this wall. All that's left is Fusick on this side here.
A couple unfortunate picks here with little time left. I think they are gonna have enough time to regroup and get one final fight here in OT.
Yeah, you just have to get on the point now. Valpo, it is looking a little bit rough here. 13 seconds left on the clock. And 10 seconds left on the clock. Here comes the power up, the boost. There's immediately the double support coming out of the side. He gets frozen, and that's going to shut him down. Green Bay finally answered it, but that's a lot of ults blown out just for Fusick. So now the rest of Valpo, it's up to them to stay on this point and contest. Vampewdy's playing. You do have the ult, and you have the Wraith form. Going to look on top of the point to look to ult. Does get the ult out here. Going to shred. Gets 2 off the wall. Isn't fast enough. Gonna look for 3 here, gets 3! Keeps the healing up, and there's the ult from Zarya, keeping Reinhardt out of that. That's a team wipe you need. You have Fusick back on the point now as Junkrat. Does have the swap up. Gonna just look for a lot of displacement here, trying to just play that angle. Vampewdy looking for an early pick, literally playing right here. Reaper TP's into the point there. Gonna have to Wraith form immediately there, gets healed the full. Valpo getting pushed back a tiny bit here. Voice, don't give out on me now. We're still rocking. There's the pick. There's 1. Gonna look for 2 there. Fusick in this backline doing a ton of damage. Gets the shot off. Vampewdy takes another. Gonna look for a 3rd here. Fusick takes up the 3rd. There's only 2 left on the side of Green Bay. There's the 4th. Gonna push this, and that's game.
Wow. Valpo going up 2-0.
That's what we like to see.
You know what the play of the game is gonna be?
No clue, but
unsure.
I think it's going to be Fusick. I think it's going to be Fusick. There it is. That's what we like to see.
Not sure which one it's going to be, though.
Yeah, I know. There's 3 quadra kills to choose from. Oh, yeah, start of the game. This was the tone setter. This is the tone setter. Right here, you get the quick dash, the dash reset, another one. I mean, you love to see it. That's what we like to see when we play Genji here. But no. Insane game, right?
That's crazy.
I love watching it, right? Valpo definitely coming out strong there. But definitely no joke from Green Bay, right?
Oh,
Green Bay,
for sure.
It wasn't even just like Valpo kept, doing the same thing over and over. You saw on that last point, they learned to actually adapt to that kind of ult combo that we were looking for. But I think by that time it's a little bit too late because Valpo, you had to use like 3 ults to shut down Fusick.
I was just going to say, our team fights were looking very one-dimensional until that last one. We saw all the resources being blown on Fusick, and Vampewdy was able to clutch it up when the team needed him most. When their DPS went down, Vampewdy was able to Reaper ult, pick up a triple kill, maybe a 4th one as well, but able to get the team wipe after that, which was so impressive. I mean, I saw Fusick go down, and I was like, oh, yeah, it's over. That's the game. But no, the rest of Valpo able to step up there. Like you mentioned, Fusick able to grab all that attention, and Valpo able to capitalize off that. Yeah. So,
I mean, obviously we had Churro on Ana, right? We've seen that pick a lot of times. We love that pick personally, especially here in the booth. I love watching it. And then I like to also mention Anacaster's Life Weaver was huge in those last couple of fights. Not only was the Tree of Life nice, but also we had a couple of insane pullbacks, right? Which enabled our DPS to kind of walk up to that front line, enabled a little flash, especially on that Zarya pick to just tank as much as you could. So, I mean, we love to see it. I think it was a really well-rounded game there, although obviously had a couple of highlights coming from Fusick.
Yeah. Well, we're going to be heading into Servasa on Flashpoint here. So, Varsity, not the biggest fan of Flashpoint for sure. But we'll see if they're going to be able to do it on this time. Excuse us for 1 second.
We are hopping into the game really quick here, so we are taking a quick turnaround. But
take a look at the lineup here. We got Atlas at DPS, Fusick back to support, Anacaster stepping out. I believe that's all the changes we got here. Low Flap staying at tank all 3 games here. Sometimes we did see some other tanks move around in there as well. But it's great to see that Valpo has all these different lineups that have been successful and are working, which is almost it's a good problem to have that we're not sure exactly what our best lineup is.
Yep.
Because everything's been successful.
That's exactly what we like to see.
So,
But I know we've seen a lot of success literally out of, like you said, every combination we've thrown at the wall. So definitely no complaints on this side. Love to see it, but I mean, as we hop in the flashpoint here, we are having some technical issue. Oh, yep, we're looking for a pause here.
It might be in that arcade game mode where the tanks have less health. Oh yeah, as you see, low flaps is 450.
Yep.
Hop back to cast cam here.
Excuse
So
me.
sorry about that. There's this bug issue with Flashpoint where sometimes it's in like arcade mode instead of competitive or something. I don't know, but quick fix and we will hop right back into it. And looks like it's.
Oh. We have another technical error. Yeah, but it looks like we're all good, honestly.
Looks like it's good.
I think we're all good. In this break, I'm gonna take a sip of water because we literally were going back to back. But yeah, I think we should be good.
Caught a break for the past half hour. You just been nonstop, going crazy.
Yeah, no, I mean usually this is what this is the talking my roommates get, but I get to give it to the stream now. There's no stopping me. Happy to be here. Happy to just watch these games, and I mean, it makes it a lot easier to cast when we have a team that's fun to watch, right?
We got another game following this one as well, so make sure you tune in for Academy.
Yep.
As they also play in their week 1 match, and that'll be at 8 o'clock Central.
Yep. If I'm not mistaken, it won't be us in the booth again.
It will not.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have some varsity players step in here. Maybe they can give their thoughts on the game as well.
We're gonna get a lot better insight, mostly.
Yeah, probably
when it comes to that.
Better Overwatch commentary.
Exactly.
To be frank, I don't really know what I'm watching half of the game, but we're doing our best.
I mean, put this picture right now in front of a Victorian child, and you see what happens. This is not exactly the easiest game to take care of. But I mean, speaking of that, we take the first shot. Low Flap's going to be able to take one down. Now Atlas picking up a second, and we have a really strong fight here on point here. Looking for the third. Going to be able to pick up the third. Fusic back on the Kiriko.
I was going to say, Ray J was on that Winston for the first fight. I'm not a big fan of Winston or the dive comp, and he immediately switches to the Roadhog after an unsuccessful first fight.
It sucks. Winston was my most played tank. He's my one true like Overwatch love. I love Winston so much, but he's terrible.
Every time I see him on the broadcast,
he's so bad right now.
Whenever team he's on, they always lose.
Yeah, great shot from Atlas there. Now gonna walk up. You do have the ult for this choke point there. Really nice vulnerability. Now walking up, but you won't need anything as Valpo is just gonna use this using the body block tech. You see that right there? Atlas placed the wall and then used the body block to finish off the wall.
Put himself up in the stone there.
That's what we like to see. That's that advanced tech you don't see everywhere. That's what you only see on Valpo broadcast. That's what we like to perform.
So Flashpoint, a little bit quicker than the first game here with these timers. I believe they're 70 seconds, so already at 90% here for Valpo. First to 3 on Flashpoint.
Yep, Fan Beauty does go down though. We'll trade 1 for 1 there. Atlas ult coming out, not gonna be able to hit anything, but a great wall in zone because it's already overtime on this first Flashpoint. Fusic playing in the background, not gonna be able to get hit. It was a 2-on-1, but Atlas with a nice flick. Low Flap's gonna walk back onto this point here as well. Now a little bit of a weird fight going on. There's the wall going off. Here comes the ult coming out from Low Flaps. Finishes off 1, looking for a second there. Anti gonna be enough with Churro as well.
Valpo, 3 fights, 3 wins, able to take out the first point as they will travel to the other side of the map for the next point.
Yep, we are seeing Valpo play momentum extremely well here. I feel like you took the first map. I mean, you saw we barely gave any commentary after the second, so we're hopping right into the third, and now walking into the third, take the first Flashpoint. Of course, I'm gonna knock on wood here, not cast this cursor any more than I already have these past couple of games, but I think Valpo's looking really nice. A couple of shots here, you're gonna see Green Bay try to take this right flank here, knowing that Valpo's already set up. A Fusic hits an insane shot. Churro with a nice bump there, walking to the side. Now, there's the Roadhog ult, just trying to dodge Ray J here. Yep, there's the shot out, and here comes Atlas as well. Gets the ult out. Still looking for something with FanPewDie, but I don't think he's going to have to blow the Reaper ult. They already won the fight. Yeah, I mean, obviously, best case scenario there. You want to hold as many ults as you can, and it looks like Atlas's Mei was just enough to win that.
Yeah, Valpo looking really good. Taking good control of this second point so far here. So far looking like a little bit more of a dominant performance than game 2. But a lot of game here left in Flashpoint.
Oh, definitely. Now you have to push up, and there's the ult from Lucio as well. Looking for something. You have to be careful. There's the TP. Look in the back. He's lurking. He does hop into the Mei ult, though, and gets headshot. Just a really unlucky timing there. Gonna look for the shot. Low Flaps, the fight is not over yet, though. Valpo still playing it extremely well, but there's a nice hook off the wall. Ray J does get the pick. There's gonna be another pull, and now Valpo's gonna take off. Only the supports left on the map. Churro playing around these walls a little bit, but both of them are gonna go down here.
Unfortunate FanPewDie with that TP and Low Flaps getting hooked off the map. Unfortunate fight, but Green Bay gonna get their first control point here in Flashpoint.
Yep. No, I mean, we saw just a little bit unlucky. Obviously, when you give up one of those frontliners for a flank like that, like we have with the Reaper, you just got to make it count, and it was just unlucky with the Mei ult. Nothing you can do. The fight goes a little bit wrong, but now Valpo back on the map here. You have Lucio walking over trying to heal there. And now Low Flaps still looking to the side, and here comes the ult. Hits the 3-man ult there on the Roadhog. Gonna pull the Roadhog back, look for the hook. The heal is not gonna be enough as he's antied. And now the other side, Fusic still jumping on this. Churro playing that front line. Atlas also walking up as well. Still looking for something. Gets the ult, and Churro bumps back again. Churro's just having some insane boops this game. Actually, not even just this game. This whole match. We've seen every time Churro's been on Lucio, we're averaging like 5 boop kills a game. That stat is crazy. I wish we had like the ESPN people so I could put up little points, but you put up the little like graphics on the screen.
Maybe in a couple of years we'll have a production that intense, but
a couple of years, couple of centuries
down the line.
Sometime.
Yeah, we'll see.
No, but I mean now, Valpo up 2 points. Obviously, just gotta take one more here. So it's up to Green Bay to really play this. There's the ult off. Does get the ult off here. Look for something. Hits it, but gets walled off before he can pop the ult. But it does not matter. Still gets the ult off. Picks off 2. Lil Flaps is gonna finish off the 3rd. Still gonna take objective on this point. That's 4 down. The only left is Genji. Genji gets pulled in, gets punched. The bleed is gonna finish it off. Lil Flaps picks off the 5th.
Valpo with a great fight win on this 3rd map. You know, this is the last point on match point here for Green Bay. You know, gonna have to get 3 in a row here. Backs against the wall.
Yep. I mean, this is what you're looking for. Valpo set themselves up in a really, really nice position. They have a lot of momentum. They're playing this side really well now. So, do you have the knife? We just gotta see how they take these fights, because you have 3 ults practically coming up on the side of Valpo and on the side of Green Bay, and it does not help to get picked there. Churro goes down for the hook. There's the ult from Mei as well. Gonna be forced to back up a little bit here. Atlas still playing a delay game a little bit. A lot of their ult timers are on the same, but here comes the ult from Lil Flaps, just trying to delay him. Picks up 1, picks up 2, picks up 3! And that's the 4th one going down. Valpo takes another fight.
Wow.
I mean, no, we've just been wombo comboing this whole game. That's what we like to see.
So, I did want to mention that Varsity Overwatch, at least last semester, hated Flashpoint. This was one of their weakest maps. They would lose game 3 all the time. But right here, looking insanely clean. I mean, game 2 was very close. It's a very strong UW Green Bay team, playing really well in the fall semester. But, you know, Flashpoint was their best map here in game 1 of the regular season.
Yep. I mean, there's the
not
ults
over
coming
yet.
out on
You
the
have
side.
overtime.
Yep. It is overtime. They got to blow everything now, but a couple of picks off. Atlas does get hooked on this point, and all you have left is FanPewDie and Churro. Churro on point here. Excuse me. Camera's going crazy. My fault, Churro. But no, they will lose this point a little bit, and this is the part where I start knocking on wood and getting superstitious. I gotta lock in.
Yeah, Valpo probably gonna have 2 chances to group up here and get a fight on this 3rd point.
Yeah, but we see FanPewDie is hiding right here. If he can sneak under this ridge, look for a TP.
Almost
you have ult up.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't matter. You're just gonna walk up. I mean, the plan is a little bit blown here, but a nice pull as well. Trying to just reposition Roadhog back into this team. Trying to get shot, but yeah, FanPewDie's back in that spot. Fusic picks up 1. And now you have the 4v5 advantage. You have the Kitsune, you have the Famputi, and here he walks in. Gonna look for something here, just trying not to get picked, and there's the ult! Picks off one, Lil Flaps is gonna pick up the second. It's gonna be just enough damage to get him back on this point. Rogue getting a lot of healing, but it's not gonna be enough. Roadhog goes down on the side there as well. They're gonna cap this point. Here comes the Overwatch, or overtime, excuse me, not the Overwatch, but Fusic gets the quick headshot on Tracer. That's gonna be game. That's gonna be a quick 3-0 for the side of Valpo's varsity team for this week 1 NECC. Really great first series, but before we get into our analysis, we got to check out. Yeah, we got to check out the play of the game. Hey, we've had a support play of the game, we've had a DPS play of the game, we've had a tank play of the game in our 3 matches. If I don't know, I don't know what teamwork is, but I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, great play all around from Valpo. I mean, great play from not only the 5 we had in, but the 6 or 7 players we played with today. Winning 3-0, looking really clean in the first match of the season against a strong opponent. So, like we said, high expectations coming in, and so far fulfilling those. As we got 5 or 6 more weeks in the NECC and then playoffs, but looking really good here right at the beginning.
Yep, I mean, week 1, all you can ask for is to start it off strong, right? And that's exactly the gameplay we given, especially from all rosters, right? Because we swapped up a lot there. In these last 3 games, but we saw each one of them take away a win, and each one of them have their own, set of strengths. So that's what we like to see, especially going into this week. But that will be it for our varsity week 1 cast. Again, 8 o'clock, we have the Academy Overwatch team streaming right after this with a set of new casters here, hopefully a little bit more experience on the side. But
yeah, so we'll be offline on Twitch for about 5-10 minutes and then get hopped in. We're playing against Purdue in week 1. I think it's their second or third team, but really looking forward to watching the Academy game. So stay tuned. We'll be offline just for a short 5-10 minute break.
Of course, and I mean, if you can't catch with us, thank you for being here. Thank you for all the support. I'm your host, Dikembe. This is my co-host.
Henry Speedy Killer Ninja.
And hopefully we'll catch you guys in 10 minutes.